It's Moonlight Markdown. What's really important to understand is that the quality is still there. The beauty is definitely still there. What is not there is the price tag here when it comes to the Concierge collection. Still with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I only say that because many of you may be shopping for the very first time. And good morning and welcome. My name's Jeff Cowan. We are now going to get to the geometric 100% cotton blanket. Now, when I say blanket, this is definitely a summertime blanket for sure. Scientifically, they say that as we sleep, our temperature drops, and so it's important to have a little bit of coverage. And you know what it's like, particularly if you have ceiling fans or the air conditioning's running, there's those wee hours of the morning where things get a little bit cooler. Now I've got not only a beautiful blanket, but obviously a very healthful blanket as well. So we've got 3 colors available. On the top here, we have the gray, and I love the design with the geometric design. We have the gray here. We also have the plum at the back. I'll bring that down a little bit so you can see that. See the plum? And then we have the teal as well. $9.98. Now, okay, I've just been told grey, which is the one on here on top, is most limited. Now you notice that it's almost like a waffle effect that they've done with the cut, and you've seen that I think quite a bit when it comes to other covers and so forth. This is just a really easy way of being able to bring, I guess, lift the room. Because if you think about the largest piece of furniture in the bedroom, it's the bed, right? So by changing the look of the bed, you immediately give your room a whole new look. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you need another coat of paint or anything like that. Just by changing the look of the bed, you give it a whole new feel, and it just feels superb. So the grey there, we have the plum, and then the teal. Now, as I said, the grey is by far the most limited, but this is like an invitation to HSN. This is to say, look, try HSN, do one flex pay. We're going to deliver it to you. You'll have it within 7 to 10 working days. You have an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. But this is 100% cotton for less than $20. By the way, 4.6 out of 5-star review. Now, I should point that out. You'll be seeing that quite a bit for the new viewers at home. If you see the custom pick at the top, what that means is that people come back to our website completely unsolicited. They've bought this blanket in this case, come back to our website and then put in a review. And you can do so as well. In fact, I mean, in fact, you think about this. We have got up to 75% off in this 2-hour show, and the vast majority of them are customer picks. So that means that this right here, at full price of $49.95, got that 4.6 out of 5-star review. It's now going for $19.95. So if you're just tuning in, 100% cotton blanket with a geometric print. And I'll pull this right down, in fact, with all my extra helpers here. So we've got the plum, and you can see that too. With the plum, it's almost like a navy coming through in the darker tone, which you have there. And then you have the teal, and I'll just draw that back again so you get to see that in all its display. Because I will say this, from a man's point of view, from a bloke's point of view, from a husband's point of view, you know, and you may not necessarily take this advice, but when it comes to dressing the bed, when it comes to the choice that I like this design. I like the geometric. I almost like that. It's like Art Deco, if you like. You know, not too frou-frou, not too florally. In fact, I must say, if you go to the website right now, hsn.com, and look on, if you go to the bottom of the page, it's called the program guide. If you click on the program guide, it's going to show you everything we've got coming up in this 2-hour show. And in this 2-hour show, I have got some amazing opportunities. I've got soft and cozy in the second hour, pieces under $10. Under $10 with this right now. So the size this goes, oh, by the way, all the way through to California King. So if you've been out shopping, you know, if you've been out for bedding, and you go to the bedding store, and on the bedding store, they often have that list. It'll be sitting on the bed, and it goes through the price. Of course, twin, full, queen, king, California King, and it goes up exponentially in price. This is the same price across the board. So the 3 colors are available across the grey, plum, and teal. Now, quick update for you. Okay, grey in the twin. I have 30 remaining in the grey and the twin. So that's the one that we've got on top. And in the teal, in the twin, I have 2 dozen. All right, so in the teal, I have 2 dozen, and the plum. Okay, so twin. So if you're thinking about, yeah, by far, twin is good, but next to go across the board. If you are maybe doing the spare room, maybe you got the grandkids coming to stay and you look, you know, I want to give them just a little coverlet. You know, they've got the sheets, it's summertime. But this, you know, the other thing too is that if you think about, you know, you're going to be empty nesting soon. Hallelujah, right? You got to get that spare room back. The kids are going off to school, they're going off to university, college. Now they need to be warm, right? This is 100% cotton. Number one, beautifully soft. Great design, great colors, durable. That's another thing. When it comes to Concierge, you expect the very best from this. And that's one of the things when it comes to us, is we make sure that the brand of Concierge has a level of expectation. $20 on this blanket. Again, twin, full queen, king, cow, king. So they're the three categories: twin, full queen, or king, cow, king. 100% cotton. It is most certainly machine washable, tumble dry as well. And you know, if I can bring this back, if you see, it's actually a solid on the back. Now, obviously, we've had the geometric shape predominantly on the front, but it's a solid on the back. So again, this is the grey that I'm showing you there. We then have the plum. And then we have that teal, and that teal is quite lovely actually, because I guess one of the challenges, I'd like to say, of television is the way that the colour translates to your television at home. So predominantly, obviously in the grey, what you have is the background is almost like a cream colour, and then the grey line. And then when we come to the plum, it is most certainly a lovely, lovely tone with almost a navy blue coming through in the stripe. There we go, right there. So you can see that. And then, of course, with the teal, same situation where the teal is almost like a sage green. You know, a little bit sage green underneath. $19.95. Stay on the phone lines. If you have the HSN card, remember, we're going to do 3 flex. At the moment, we've got 2 flex of $9.98. We're going to get 3 flex of that one as well. Now,